In the Mediterranean African countries, MEX, agriculture accounts for 80 to 85% of freshwater consumption, while this region only has 1% of the planet's freshwater resources. In the next decades, population and economic growth combined with climate change will make the situation even more dramatic, unless significant and rapid actions are taken. The MADFORWATER project addresses these issues and works to develop integrated technological and management solutions.
The general goal of MADFORWATER is to increase the level of water security in Egypt, Morocco and Tunisia by enhancing wastewater treatment and the reuse of treated wastewater for agriculture. In MADFORWATER we have two main keywords. The first one is integration between technologies, water management strategies and economic instruments in order to maximize the actual level of implementation of technologies and water management strategies. The second keyword is adaptation of technologies and water management strategies to the specific characteristics and needs of the context where they have to be implemented. During the first part of the project, MADFORWATER partners developed a wide range of technologies for wastewater treatment and irrigation at laboratory scale, whereas during the second part of the project, a selection of these technologies was scaled up in 4 pilot plants in which wastewater treatment and irrigation are integrated and validated under real field conditions.
Faced with increasing water scarcity, policymakers are increasingly interested in non-conventional water resources, such as textile wastewater. In this pilot, a textile wastewater pilot plant with a capacity of 10 cubic meters per day was installed in the GWash textile industry in Nabeul, Tunisia, one of the most impacted regions by textile effluents, and suffering from overexploitation of water resources.
The textile industry are very abundant in Tunisia. They are characterized by their high water consumption and the generation of highly polluting effluents that are difficult to degrade. The low added value of the textile products constitute a further problem hindering the investment in a high technology solution for wastewater treatment. That's why it is crucial to develop robust treatment processes requiring low installation and operation costs and the minimum of human skills. In this context, MADFORWATER Consortium worked on the design, installation and operation of a textile wastewater treatment pilot plant with innovative technologies adapted to the local context.
The pilot textile wastewater treatment plant was operated for over a year, and the treatment was adapted to the water quality produced by the textile manufacturing process. The pilot plant was composed of a train of integrated technologies, consisting of a coagulation, oculation unit, a primary clarifier tank, an aerobic Moving Bed Biological Reactor, MBBR, a secondary clarifier tank, a sand filter, and an adsorption column. Following preliminary runs, the developed pilot plant was readapted and coagulation, oculation was applied as a principal treatment prior to the refining processes of adsorption and filtration. The pilot plant led to the production of a high-quality effluent with average removals equal to 96% for color, 63% for COD, 66% for BOD, 95% for TSS, and 100% for NH4, PO4, total and fecal coliforms. All effluent values except EC were within the Tunisian limits for wastewater reuse in agriculture and the national acceptable wastewater discharge in the public domain.
The reuse of treated textile wastewater in the irrigation pilot plant situated in the same region showed production yields of sorghum plants as high as those irrigated by fresh water. So the good quality of treated wastewater could be used for the irrigation of non-crop foods, but also could be recycled inside the industry.
The low-cost treatment process successfully tested in this pilot could potentially be implemented at large scale in the North African context, leading to a marked decrease of such pollutant load. The internal reuse of treated wastewater within the textile industry with a consequent decrease of freshwater consumption and ultimately of the entity of water stress in regions characterized by a high density of textile industries.
MADFORWATER will lead to a relevant long-term impact in Egypt, Morocco and Tunisia in terms of increased wastewater treatment, wastewater reuse, food production and income in the water and agricultural sector, and also decrease in food contamination, water pollution and also groundwater exploitation.
Interested in these innovative technologies for wastewater reuse? Or would you like to know more about the MAD4Water project? Visit the website madforwater.eu.